All right there, folks. Hello there. This is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic the Gathering Arena draft video. Today I will be finally showcasing some Lost Caverns of Ixalan. There was also Wilds of Eldraine that I haven't recorded, which is a set that I've kind of skipped. But I'm not recording that much as of lately because I'm just kind of really busy with IRL stuff. I, however, will be recording more when Cons of Tarkir comes out, which is going to be a very awesome set. One of my favorite sets, in fact. I think it's a lot of people's favorite sets. But regardless, let's get started with some Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Not going to dive into the alchemy. There's just not enough data for me to really get the gist of it. And I know they've included a couple more bombs into the set, which makes it a little bit more oppressing. So we're just going to do some Lost Caverns, which is a pretty good set, by the way. This is a pretty fun one. Obviously, usually in most sets, there's the three top best colors and then the two weaker ones. In this set, the gap isn't really that huge. Like black and green, the two worst colors are still quite compatible with the top colors. But the top color rankings, I would go like blue, white, and red in that order. And then between black and green, I think they're kind of close. I think black is highly underrated, though. As we opened up a pretty good rare with Anim Pakal, Thousandth Moon. This card is quite fantastic. It just, yeah, if you attack with one or more non-gnome creatures, put one counter on Anim Pakal, then create X11 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens that is tapped and attacking, where X is the number one counters on Anim Pakal. This card is great, but it is in two colors, and I wish there wasn't an All-Tech Cloud Guard in this pack, because you have the best common here. It's ranked 59.4% win rate, and then a call, no, not a call, is it a Neem? A Neem Pakal is 61.3. So it's the power level. This is up by a lot, and the more I look at this, the more I realize, this is really strong. So I'm gonna take a Neem here. I might not end up playing it, and there's a higher chance I might end up with this Old Tech Cloud Guard. But I think the percentage rate for this card is high enough that I'm going to take it. This card's like almost bomb level. Actually, I would consider it a bomb. And nice, we got past the best common insect with Old Tech Cloud. There's also Chupacabra Echo. This card is fantastic as well. But if it wasn't for Neem Pakal, I think I would take this Chupacabra Echo. But I'm just going to take the Old Tech Cloud Guard. I'm going to compare here with the. Chupacabra Echo is 59.6, and the Old Tech Cloud Guard is 59.4. So not too far behind. But this would be my second pick out of the pack if it wasn't for this card. This card's just great as well. So, take it here. The fact that it makes a 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature token is what makes this a really fantastic card. Usually 4 mana 3/2 Windrakes. Windrakes, sorry, is a 3 mana 2/2 flyer. 4 mana 3/2s tend to be understated, but the fact that it comes in with the extra body makes it quite huge, since there's a lot of use for artifact creatures, and the body can just chump block for the most part. So yeah. Hopefully white red is open. So we could have had double Old Tech Cloud Guard if we're not going to go red white. Again, this card is just too powerful. I can't neglect it. And follow that up, we have two pretty interesting choices here. We have Inverted Iceberg and Goblin Tome Raider. I think blue is a better color than red, but due to the fact that we have a Neem, I'm just going to take this Goblin Tome Raider. Card's just been an overperformer for the most part, even if you aren't playing pirates. The fact that it just becomes a 2/2 of haste is actually 1 mana 2/2 of haste can catch your opponent off guard. Plus, just a nice turn 1 play, and you can keep chipping in for 2 damage if you garner enough artifacts. So we'll take Goblin Tome Raider here. Inverted Iceberg is in blue, so it's obviously rated higher. It's like 57.8, and not the Plundering Pirate, sorry, what's it called again? The Goblin Tome Raider is at 57.2, so 0.6% off, but we'll take this Goblin Tome Raider given that we had Neem. And then nice, Miner's Guidewing, also a very strong common. Third best common set, but not too far behind the Waterwind Scout and our Old Tech Cloud Guard. So this is great. See that white is open, which is good. And then between like Quicksand, Whirlpool, and Volatile Wanderglyph, I think I'm going to take the Wanderglyph. just because I want to be more aggressive. This is for a much more defensive sort of deck, because the thing is, if you're going to be the aggressor, the opponent's going to have mostly creatures that are untapped, so you don't really want to pay 6 mana to just exile something. That's kind of clunky. Whereas, like, if you were more defensive, you would get the value off just casting this for like 3 mana. So overall, just going to take the Volatile Wanderglyph. I think it's just a better card in general, honestly, because it's just yeah, it's just better for our deck actually. And then there's also Sunshot Militia. How good is a Deconstruction Hammer? It does kind of make sense for our game plan. 55.6, and then the Sunshot Militia I'm also looking at 55.9. Oh, okay. So both of these are pretty interesting cards. Nice to have a 1-mana equipment early, especially for our aggressive game plan, giving our creature +1/+1 So I'm going to take this over Sunshot Militia. I also do like Sunshot Militia. I'm hoping I can pick up one of these later, especially if I'm going to be aggressive. Just a nice way to just burn the opponent out. But due to I'm just going to take this because it's much more efficient at 1 mana. So I'll take it here. Best card in the pack is probably Brackish Blunder, but I want to focus on red-white if I can. What's this card? Deals 2 damage to any target. Yeah, sure, it could be okay. I'll put this in the sideboard. There's nothing too particularly amazing in this pack in general. So I'll just Kings. Just probably take a Hidden Volcano. I am playing an aggro game plan, so maybe it's not great to have tap lands in general, but usually 1 is okay. I'm not really reanimating with a Helping Hand. If this wasn't his pack, I might take one of these two. I'm not really playing Dinosaur game plan, so this is not going to get the bonus. This could be okay, but I can pick up 1 later. Just going to take 1 Hidden Volcano. 1 tap land's fine. Don't want too many. Then, yeah, just take this for the sideboard. Raging can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. Okay, I can take this. Child Volcano for descending, which isn't really a thing. There's a Falter effect for 5 mana here, which is also interesting. And usually on the late game with an aggressive deck, I think you kind of just want some ways to get past their blocker. So I'm gonna take Daring Discovery over this uncommon. They're not particularly high in terms of stats or amazing, but it just fits better to game plan. Usually the 5-drop is for like a much more mid-rangey deck. And same thing, I'm just going to take this Family Reunion. Could be useful if I want to go wide, and we got a Child of Volcano anyways. And looks like, yeah, our red-white is fairly open from our right-hand side. I was kind of concerned about blue because I saw the Iceberg, but luckily it's pretty contested around the table, so hopefully we just end up in a really nice red-white deck, and I don't have to worry about the blue cards as much. Blue being the best color, but red-white is also just a fantastic deck regardless. And we opened up a pretty nice blue uncommon with Spyglass Siren. This is definitely one of the top uncommons, but we also see the Dreadmaw's Ire, which I think is also just a fantastic combat trick. So I'm just going to take it here. +2/+2's trample for 1 mana is quite strong, but like the fact that it also destroys a target artifact when this connects can be quite huge too. So it can essentially be almost a 3 or 2 for 1, because what happens is not only do you maybe win combat, but you also get to destroy an artifact. So I'm going to take it here over the Diamond Pickaxe, which is also a fine uncommon in red. Yep, gonna take it here. If it was pack 1, pick 1, I would have definitely taken the Siren's Lookout. But I think we're firmly in red-white at this point. Maybe I'm saying that a little bit too soon. And then in this pack, there's a Tali's Favor, the best red common. Belligerent Yearling is also fine, but I'm not really a Dino deck. There's also another Goblin Tome Raider. But I think I have enough 1-drops. I'm going to take the Tali's Favor here. Strong card. Basically, it's 3 mana, discover, cast a 3 3-cost spell from the top of your tops of your library, and then give a creature +1/+1 and trample is quite huge. And I think this is rated as the best red common. Plundering Pirate is like, I mean, not Goblin Tome Raider is the second best red common, interestingly. But I'm just gonna take this due to statistics, and it's nice to have a mix of both Goblin Tome Raider and there's also the Captain Lannery Storm. I forgot to point that out. That's we have old Tech Cloud Guard, a Braid, and the Sunborn. I don't think this is particularly amazing. Because the thing is, like in an aggro deck, you do want to just tap all your creatures. And this is also just not rated that highly, to be honest. I also don't mind the Abrade. I could use a removal, but I think the Old Tech Cloud Guard is just too good for me to pass up. Simply because the stats on it is just insane, like 59.4. This is close to the top uncommons in this set. So I'll take this over these two, but I'm hoping to get a Braid later. Maybe not. Red-white does seem very open, which is nice. And I take another Tali's Favor over a Diamond's Pickaxe. I think that's correct. They aren't too far apart, though. 57.6 versus a 56.9. Yeah, not too far off, but again, this is just higher. If this wasn't this pack, I wouldn't mind a Diamond Pickaxe. This could just be potentially better. And take another Goblin Tome Raider here. None of these red or white cards are particularly exciting. So I'm happy to see this archetype opened. Have all these cards. Acrobatic Leap isn't bad too. I'll probably put this in sideboard, but I might just end up main decking it because it's nice having these cheap combat tricks in an aggressive deck. Also pretty late Waterwind Scout. This card is also just really fantastic. But again, I don't think blue's particularly open from my right-hand side in the first pack. Otherwise, I would snatch this up. This is close to on power level with the Old Tech Cloud Guard, but I think we're firmly again in red-white. I'm not going to take it here. Another Tali's Favor. Wow, I don't think people realize how strong this card actually is. The only thing that kind of messes up with this card is instant speed interaction. But if they don't have it, then it's really powerful. Incredibly powerful. Also a nice Sun Fire Torch, which I'm going to main deck here. Just as a nice cheap equipment I can play early, and also weighs like a little mini shock. Worse than shock, of course, but still quite nice for the deck. Then dowsing device. Whenever it's another up to one gets 1/0. Not particularly amazing, but I'll still take it here. This is more of a sideboard card if I was playing best out of 3. There's also the Boulder here, which is fine, but I'm not particularly I'm going to take the Boulder here. I was about to pass it up, but the fact that it has I have no idea what this is doing to pack. Oh my god. I could also take this Belligerent Yearling, but again, I'm not really a dinosaur deck, even though like it's a fine 2-drop. But this is a very late Captain Storm. This is a very fantastic card. Maybe blue-red is as more open than it seems, and I might transition to blue-red now that this wheeled. So unfortunately, did pass up the Water Scout, but we'll see. Brazen Blade Master, fine, a 3-drop as well. Yeah, these blue cards aren't particularly amazing either. We have a Boulder. Yeah, if it wasn't for cycling, I wouldn't have taken this. But given the fact that it's cycling, I might take it, and still could be fine as a top-end way to remove a large threat in the late game. Okay, so second pack went all right. I'm hoping I didn't make the mistake of taking these Cloud Guards and moving to red-white, but I know for sure I'm in red. And yeah, we'll just take a Miner's Guidewing. This is a bomb. Oger Kazleep is insane, but we're not going to be in green. But yeah, pack one, pick one. I think I would have taken this. Yeah, this card's ridiculous. So if it deals combat damage, you can just basically essentially put a creature on the battlefield, and it's really difficult to really block since it has 6 power and 5 toughness. And then you can basically just keep transforming this in the late game, so it just keeps coming back. Pretty ridiculous card, but we're just gonna take this Miner's Guidewing. Hopefully red-white is still more open than it seems, and nice Braid is pretty nice pickup here. Nothing great in this pack, so we're just gonna move on. And yeah, nothing amazing in this pack too. No amazing white or blue cards, but Plundering Pirate could be okay. The fact that it makes the treasure win ETBs is quite useful in the set. Take it here. And I guess I'll take another Plundering Pirate. This card's for a much more defensive deck. Sacrifice it, destroy each artifact with mana. Yeah, this is for more of a sideboard thing, but I still am fine with Plundering Pirate. Could use more 2-drops though, but maybe the 1-drops can make up for our lack of 2-drops. Yeah, I might just throw this in the deck. I actually throw in Family Reunion too, just giving us a nice Anthem effect. Wish this was a 2-drop. Might even throw in a Daring Discovery if I end up not with enough playables. Could be a fine protection effect as well. Alright, another Goblin Raider. What's this? I don't think this card is particularly amazing. Tap 2 untapped. Like a 5-mana 3/5 is a much more defensive body. And sorcery speed, which is not that great in terms of combat. Yeah, just take another Goblin token. This is essentially our 2-drops that we're going to treat as our 1-drops. Pretty late Cogwork Wrestler. What the hell? And a pretty late Captain Storm. I guess I'll take a second one. I don't really care about any of these white cards. I don't need a second Acrobatic Leap. I'm going to take the Captain. I don't know what the hell that was doing to pack. Triumphant Chomp isn't bad too. Just like a 1-mana shock is fine. Brackish Blunder quite late too. But Chomp is fine. Nice. Shock. It's actually worse than Shock because it is an instant speed, but we'll still take it here. And then another Acrobatic Leap could be okay. I'm at 22 cards here. I don't think I'm going to need a second Hidden Volcano, so I'm just going to take this Acrobatic Leap. Ooh, nice Pickaxe. There's also Rumbling Rock Slide, but it's not great in aggressive decks because you're going to... I mean, it's going to be fine, especially if you can get to 4 lands and cast this, but you're not going to be running... You'll be running 16, 15 lands, so I'm better off with this Deconstruction Hammer. This is a fine way to, you know, pump our early aggressive creatures and take it from there. I'm going to take a Thousand Moons Crack Shot. Plays better and more in our deck. And, yeah, nothing exciting in particular. I might ditch his torch. No, actually, it should be okay. I was thinking of just throwing in another Acrobatic Leap. I don't think we need it that much. And I could run it in and just grow 15 lands. But if I'm going to go 15 lands, I probably don't want to run a tap land, because that might be too backbreaking. So I might just run 16 lands with the Hidden Volcano tapped, and that should be okay. I do have a couple... do have a good number of 3-drops that I do want to hit. Should be fine. Run 16 lands with this. Actually, I could just ditch this Family Reunion for Acrobatic Leap. I'm not sure though. So this doesn't give flying. It does give flying, huh? That's pretty good. And where are we looking at? More red than white, so we could cut 1 plains. Run something like this. Yeah, I don't want to run too many expensive cards. This card could be fine, but I don't really care about that much. Having a Family Reunion could be a way to kind of protect our key threats. But it is kind of expensive. And how many creatures am I running? 13 creatures. So we are kind of lacking creatures, so maybe we do need a way to protect it. But in a sense, like Acrobatic Leap is a kind of a way to protect our creatures. And maybe giving flying is just better than giving an Anthem effect. Because we're not really generating tokens or going too wide. Like, this is our only token generator. But we're just really trying to chip in. So I kind of like the second Acrobatic Leap here. And then, yeah, we could just run 16 lands, 9-7. Or I guess we just want to run 8-8, right? cut a mountain because we're kind of close to 8/8, and we do want to get our early white mana going. So yeah, very interesting draft. Seeing the late Captain Lannery Storms was kind of concerning, but blue was slightly open in round table. It wasn't. We're not seeing like an insane array of like blue uncommons and commons. I think it was pretty contested. So I think we're kind of in a good spot here. So yeah, let's do this. Red, white, aggro. And we still managed to incorporate our first pack one rare, which is quite good. So hopefully we can use it to steal some games. Alright, opening hand. Goblin Tome Raider on 1. Do need to hit land 3, but we're on the draw. I think I'm going to keep it. The reason why I'm looking over a lot of these cards is because I don't play them. Because, like, in terms of stats, these aren't just good cards, but it's still important to read them. You may look at the top card of your library at any time whenever this creature attacks. Alright, interesting. Poison Dart Frog, interesting too. I might just upgrade this, honestly. So he doesn't get to ramp. And I don't really have much to do on my turn. I actually could... actually, no, I'm going to hold on to this. Maybe I do allow him to ramp, and maybe I can kill something juicier with this Abrade. I could also destroy this artifact if I want to. Very interesting, but I think I'm going to allow him to play out his thing. I could be wrong, though. Maybe it's correct killing this, so he doesn't get to play anything too scary later, but I think I'm fine for now. Waterwind Scout, okay. Hoping he explores with this. No, he plays another Lantern. These can be kind of scary. I think I gotta do this. Maybe I kill the Waterwind Scout here. This can be kind of annoying, the double glowstone, but I think I need to get rid of creature. Killing this is fine. And I could play Plundering Pirate here to get an artifact to hit him for 2. Could also play Brazen Blade Master here if I get a second artifact, which I'm not going to get anytime soon, so I think I'm going to run out this Pirate hit. If I had another artifact in play, I might run this out because this can hit for 4, but I think this is fine. And then this can start tapping some stuff down. Mineshaft Spider. Interesting. And he doesn't have enough mana to really give Death Touch. So if we can find a way to handle this, this could be fine. I might just Atali's Favor on Plundering Pirate actually next turn. Because this does need to attack to... It gets a land, so it doesn't grow. Ooh, Dreadmaw's Ire. This could be pretty good. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. So if he blocks any of these creatures, we can Dreadmaw's Ire at instant speed. And then, yeah, we can, both of these will get through this spider and we can kill this glowstone lantern. So, yeah, well, I think we move to combat and attack. And he doesn't block. Interesting. Alright. I guess we let this pass and then we run this out. And then, not sure if I want to use the treasure for the Thousand Moon crack shot. I do lose power on this, so maybe not, and I wait until next turn. Because I do want this to be a 2/2 that can attack past this. Okay, if he's going to be attacking this, I guess we can try to outrace him. Because he's going to go down a blocker. Yeah, he's trying to keep up the 2 mana to give this Death Touch next turn. The opponent might be debating whether... I guess he still hasn't run out his land, right? Yeah, he's on the play, so he should be ahead in terms of land. So he could still equip... no, this is 2 mana to equip. Yeah, this card's not that great. It's just too clunky. And then he has his Arm Sword. Hopefully no dinos, so he doesn't gain life. Alright, that's fine. So now what? If I attack with all, he has 2 pretty good blocks here. This can block here or here. So I might just attack with his 3/2 and see if he blocks with the 3/4. And then leave this behind and then run this out. I could also Atali's Favor, I guess. Yeah, Atali's Favor could be pretty good. Atali's Favor onto Tomb Raider or the Brazen Blade Master. I think maybe the Blade Master, since he needs to double block this or put the Mineshaft Spider in front, so I think I'm going to do this. Not bad. Another Tomb Raider. So if I attack with all, what happens? It's probably going to go block here, and one of these have to die, so I probably just want to attack with all. And then I want the spider get in front of one of these. I'm fine trading here. If he double blocks here, though, might just trade for this Armored Kin Collar. I do want to force one of these to block. He might double block, though, which could be smart. Okay, the trade here is okay. Or I could ire here. If I ire here, what happens? This does survive, and I do kill this, but then he has still a really good blocker on defense. So I think I'm just going to let this happen. One takes 3, and then I just run out this back shot. The next turn, I could tap this down or this down. And I eventually want him to block one of these creatures. So I think I'm in a pretty good spot here. Blue-green is the Explore deck, by the way. Yeah, this can gain Death Touch, so I probably want to tap this down and force a block here, so then I can kill this. Okay, equips, is he attacking? If he attacks, then I mean he can't afford to attack, because if he does, he's in trouble. So yeah, he can activate Death Touch here. Attack, tap it down. Not sure if I need to hold on to a land in this game, because I can still tap this down and then still have an extra red mana for Dreadmaws. Yeah, I'll just move to combat. Then I do want him to block this. We'll tap this down and force a block. Hopefully no instant speed interaction. But worst case scenario, I think he might have a bounce trick, and I don't necessarily lose my creature. This. Hopefully it resolves, but he is holding priority. There's still Poison Dart Frog holding priority, so I don't need to worry that much. So this is going to get through. And never mind, this wasn't trample. Oh, it does gain trample, but the 4 toughness. Okay, still fine. We still took out his big blocker, and he's still in range of lethal, so I think we have this game. Yeah, this card's only solid if you're ahead and you're being aggressive, but if you aren't being ahead or aggressive, it doesn't add any stats. It's kind of there. Opponent's deck is also not particularly amazing, running caves. I don't know what's with the whole cave thing. I don't think that's really a deck and something you should aim for in this set. Alright. Opening hand. We don't have a third land, but I could risk it here. I'm on the play. Worst case scenario, we don't get a 2-drop and we run out of 3-drop. On the play, I don't really want mulligan. I'm going to keep this. This could be a disaster, but I'm still going to try it. Hopefully we just get our third land drop eventually. Best case scenario, we top deck a 2-drop into a third land. Nope. So we definitely need to hit our third land drop next turn. And the question is, do I run out this Aneem, or do I run out a Plundering Pirate? I guess this can still end up attacking and trigger this. So yeah, and hopefully get my third land. Lo and behold, we did. So we'll run out Plundering Pirates. So this doesn't have to attack to enable. He's going to equip this, makes this into a 4/4, which is fine. It has Death Touch, right? So I don't really want to block this. And besides, I want a creature to attack back next turn regardless. Or a Neem. So I guess I can run out Plundering Pirate and then run out a Neem as well. So I get two creatures. And then next turn we can Atali's Favor one of them. And we should have the mana to do both. So I think I will. Yeah, let's do this. Do this, do this. Then we can enable Neem. It's a counter, makes a 1/1. Pretty nice. So now opponent needs to play defense and find a way to interact with the Neem. Okay, there's a Frilled Cave Serpent. Okay, so if I Atali's Favor here, this becomes a 4-powered creature. This trades, and if he blocks here, I can Acrobatic Leap and take it out. So I think we're in a good spot. If I put Atali's Favor here, what happens? This becomes a 4-powered creature. If I attack with another creature, but then this won't be able to Acrobatic Leap and kill this. So I think I just run one on this Plundering Pirate here. Chomp, not bad. Deals 2. I guess we just want to deal 2 to extends the deal. If I deal 2 here, what happens? Then this can start attacking, but then this can't attack here. I think we're better off doing 2 here. The combat and then attack. Can I attack with this? This can still block here. This, however, would require an Acrobatic Leap. But I'm not sure if I want to use my Acrobatic Leap just for this, so I think we just attack with this. And do I want to Acrobatic Leap here? Just to save this? Probably not, because I need to get through here, so I think this is fine trade. Or cycling, interesting. Okay, nothing too crazy, just a bunch of 1 toughness creatures. His best blockers is 2/5. Hopefully it doesn't become a 6 toughness. Nope, so we're kind of in a good spot here. So next turn, what can happen? This is going to become a 5-powered creature. I could just Atali's Favor here. So then it just becomes 4-power, and I can Acrobatic Leap to get across. So I think I'm going to do that. So I can essentially Acrobatic Leap on any one of these and get past this 2/5. Oh, nice. I don't want to use this because I do want to Acrobatic Leap and get across from here. Or I could. It doesn't have any good blocks. But if I equip here, I guess this will be a 5-powered creature. Now, let's just do this. I do want to get rid of this 2/5 eventually. It's kind of annoying. Interesting block. Okay, I do want to kill this regardless. And besides, this was going to gain power anyways if it had enough permits. So yeah. That was a pretty easy match. Pretty insane rare, by the way. Miner's Guide Wing on 1, and then maybe we can equip the Deconstruction Hammer on top of it and hit for 2. Hopefully I can get a creature out before this dies, though, so I can explore. because that would be nice value, but this is a pretty nice keep. That I like to see. Ooh, a Goblin Tomb Raider. So now we can do this. We can run this out. Run this out, giving this haste and hit for 3. Really powerful start. One needs to deal with these two eventually. Right, immediately. So this could trade here. So interesting choice here. Could run out Brazen Blade Master. Could also Atali's Favor here so it can attack past the 2/2. Could also equip here, in fact. It wouldn't be as mana efficient. I could also just Atali's Favor here, which can be really powerful. Because I know he's planning to maybe block here and trade. So, I mean, this does develop me something. So I'm going to do this. Just be mana efficient, and I can cast this later. Okay, nice Volatile Wanderglyph. So next, I'll have 2 artifacts for a Brazen Blade Master. Become a 4-powered attacker. Sure. And maybe now I'm fine trading. I guess I'm going to equip this now and attack and discard a card, draw a card. Or not. I guess I don't have to even discard a card, draw a card. Yeah, I'm not going to because I do want to run out my 3-drop, so I'm not gonna discard a card here. It doesn't have any good blocks, and then we can just run out this, which is gonna chomp in for 4 next turn. And I don't want to trade because I do want 2 artifacts for this. Ooh, Kellen, Daring Traveler. I think there's a Kellen with a red one too that has first strike. He's gonna put up a pretty good blocker here. Nope, not a good blocker. So Cloud Guard is pretty good. Let's see here. For target artifact or enchantment. I could just trade this for a Kalan here. I could also trade this for Kalan. So I can attack with both of these and just trade. But I do want kind of a loot effect here. It would be nice. I don't want to destroy my weapons. Pretty good at this. And I maybe just want to develop the Cloud Guard. So maybe just attacking with this is okay. Or maybe just attack with all. Yeah, why not? Let's just attack with all. I'm gonna decline this. I do want to trade here. This is a pretty scary creature. Essentially just keeps making creatures from us. Fine trade. Run out the Cloud Guard here. The best common. Next turn we can just equip here and attack for 5. Ooh, this is the bomb. This card's excellent, by the way. Alright, so let's see. Guess we can just Atali's Favor here. Or I guess I could have used the hammer to sack it and destroy this 3/3. That was something I should have also considered last turn, but I do want to attack for 4 past Kalan, so yeah. Alright here, so we have a turn 1 Goblin Tomb Raider. No, we don't. We have to play this tap line. I think this is still fine. I do need to eventually get white mana, but I think the Plundering Pirate can help us fix. And we're on the draw. I will keep this. And there's a chance if I do pick up a second land, I might not even run this out. But now, I will run it out. And this has haste too, so I can make up for it. If I get white mana next turn and this goes unblocked, that's going to be Ooh, upgrades a 1/2. Amazing. Okay. Alright. Let's run out this Plundering Pirate. Not going to run out this Miner's Guidewing because it's important to resolve one of these first. Nothing. Alright, so I think we go for it here. Any other considerations? Not really. Really no instant speed interaction, but it seemed to resolve quickly, so I can start growing this aneme call. And if he has nothing to contend with this, then it's game over. So this is a pretty strong rare. Kind of a must kill, must answer immediately. Oh, what's this? Huatli Po. Oh, this card's really good too. So yeah, this card's insane. If he can activate this, he makes 2 3/3 dinosaur tokens, and then Chapter 4 is, I think, the most insane part. Chapter 1 and Chapter 4 are the best. Can he activate? I guess he can activate next turn too, so that's also quite concerning. So what now? I think the game plan now is just to get across and deal as much damage as possible. Could Tali's favor, but then nah, that's not going to happen. He's probably going to keep this around because he needs to make 2 3/3s. So I think we just develop a flyer here. I could also gamble on the Tali's favor, but yeah. I think I just attack with fall. Yeah. Because he's going to block a 1/1 anyway. He doesn't even consider blocking. Then yeah, develop the flyer, and then I think we're going to be able to outrace him even if he activates a totem. This is already going to attack past his dinos anyways. But yeah, this card's great. I don't think that's going to save him either. Unless he has like some sort of instant speed fight effect on a Neem or something. But even then, I think he's just going to get overwhelmed. Okay. Probably going to take out Neem Pakal, right? Fair enough. And I think he's dead. I'm guaranteed 4, and then, yeah, I can even just throw in this Goblin Tomb Raider of haste. Another easy victory. Man, we're just going to climb up. Or no. Probably going to do another Ixalan after this, because I still have a lot of time for these videos. For this video, I mean. I do need to learn how to turn off these stupid Discord notification sounds. Alright, turn 1 Miner's Guidewing. Ooh, if I get red mana, I'm in good spot. I'm on the play anyway, so I'm going to gamble here. This might be my first loss if I don't hit my red mana, because I do want to develop this on turn 3. Imagine having an evasive threat that you have to deal with, and also something that keeps growing. This card's ridiculous. Alright, just have to pray for red mana in 2 more turns. If not, we'll see. Ooh, there we go, red mana. Let's run this out, hit for 1. And then I just need to hope this survives. It doesn't have an Abrade at instant speed. Okay, no Abrade. Yeah, we're in a good spot. I think we might just get another easy victory, especially if the opponent's playing red-green, which is, you know, not particularly all that amazing. Like, you have these Dino synergistic cards, but they're only good in the Dino deck, for example. Like, this is not good in red, white, or red. Okay, goes for an Tali's favor. Interesting. Ooh, another Tali's favor into another Tali's favor. Gonna have a giant 4/4, so he's gonna try to outrace us, I guess. And a hatchling capybara, which is not all that amazing either. We'll take 4. I think we should be able to outrace him, and then we can develop this old tech Cloud Guard. Yeah, we could just develop this. We'll be racing him. Should be able to outrace him with enough tokens. Doesn't do much because I don't have any. I go for this. Can block a 1/1, but he'll be taking way more damage on the way back. No point chumping this. Ooh, this is a great card too. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. You do put 1 counter against trample. If you discard 1, you may. Oh, this is a pretty good card. So he can essentially just loot away his lands and then get things on top of his library. Right? Yeah. Grow his creatures and put things on top of his library. Okay. No reason to chomp. It's a 5/5. Again, I think we're going to be able to outrace him. Especially if he decides to block this 2/2 into one token. And we should be good. So I could Atali's Favor here. Probably on the flying threat. Any reason to Atali's Favor on a 1/1? Probably not. Yeah, let's just do it here. I think this is good. So this becomes a threat he also has eventually. Nice. Doesn't have haste, but that's okay. And then we'll attack with all. Now, I do want to leap here because this is going to gain him card advantage. Wait, did I have lethal? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I do have lethal. Huh. Amazing. I didn't even realize it. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta think before, you know, you do much. But I guess I would have attacked all out anyways because I would need to know which one you could block. Actually, if I just gave this flying, I think it was just game over. Oh, never mind. This had reach, right? Yeah. If I gave this flying, he would have blocked with this. So it was correct to attack with all, and then do the leap. So that was quite incidental. So I made the right choice without really thinking of it. And this seems like a pretty easy 3-2 3-0 deck. Alrighty, we have a turn 1 Goblin Tome Raider. We need some 2-drops, but this is okay. Best case scenario, we find a 2-drop. But we have we're on a draw, so we get 2 draw steps over the opponents. Likely that we find a 2 or 1 drop should be okay. If I pick up a weapon, that's also nice to help enable this. Extra +1/+0 in haste. Greedy Freebooter, okay. There's the land. This could be a nice card for a deck that's looking to sacrifice. Also an okay chump blocker. Tithing Blade, that's pretty good. Oh, this card is actually pretty underrated. It's the best black common. I need to look up the stats on it. I think it's yeah, it has to be the best black common. 56.7. Yeah, pretty good. This card's good. Make sure I play my land so I don't mess up. Right? Stinging Cave Crawlers, 1/3 Death Touch. Okay, luckily he doesn't mill. Kind of annoying since now I wouldn't be able. He has a pretty decent block on this Plundering Pirate. I do need some creatures, man. If I don't get any creatures, I could be in trouble. So I'm hoping he attacks with this 1/3. So next turn then I can attack back with this Plundering Pirate and Atali's Favor. Because this is kind of annoying. I could also just Atali's Favor and not attack. Just to what does this craft into? Becomes a 1/4 flying. Okay. And you could craft with it immediately. It's a 1/4 creature. But it can block his 1/4 flyer with Acrobatic Leap, so this is another nice have this over the Go Wide effect. The Go Wide card could have been better in the last game with the rare, but again, not guaranteed to get my rare. So I think this is much more versatile. You can craft with this. You could craft kill his greedy freebooter, right? But he has a craft with an artifact. Hopefully he doesn't have Join the Dead. Okay, I'm happy with this attack. I think he might have joined the dead because this is the mana for it. And if I attempt to Tali's favor, I could be in big trouble. So maybe I should second main the Plundering Pirate. Because he would have activated this, right, if he had all his mana, so I think he has it. So I might hold off on doing this. I guess I can Acrobatic Leap, right? +1 plus... Because Join the Dead is -4, -4, right? Let me check. No, it's -5, -5. It's double black, though. So I think he has it. I'm going to attack for 3. Yeah, I think he has Joined the Dead. Would not be holding up this when it passes turn. He's probably setting it up to remove my creature. And yeah, he would have activated this, I think. It's kind of weird that he's holding on to all his mana. Okay, so now he's tapped out. That's fine. Do I want to do any untap trades? Probably not. I don't want to trade with this. Okay, so he's probably going to join the dead next turn. I could also just Cloud Guard here, too. It's also not bad. Polly's favor hit for 4. This does have a pretty profitable trade, so I'm going to do this. Do I stay back here? This is kind of annoying because he can sacrifice 2 creatures, so I'm going to just attack. We're ahead in life, in terms of life, so I shouldn't worry too much. So take 4, probably. I don't want to trade here. He probably has Joined the Dead here. Yep, he has it, so... -5, -5. So if I guess I can double Acrobatic Leap here to save this, but is it worth it? So this is a 2-for-1 already, and then if I do this again, it survives, but I don't think that's worth it. So what can happen now is I can Acrobatic Leap and block here. In this way, this becomes a 4-powered creature. And even if he sacks a creature here, this becomes 4 power. So yeah, I think I Acrobatic Leap here. Attempt to block this Inquisitor. And he's holding priority with this, so I can block this profitably here. Question is, should I block with this? I don't think so. Because I don't want to give him a treasure. Even if he sacks this, right? I mean, this is still gonna die. I don't understand why he decided to do that. This is still gonna die. I don't know what he's trying to do. This will eventually get No, this needs to be permanent, right? Yeah. Oh, I guess he's gonna do it again, right? So if he tries it again, then I can do another Acrobatic Leap, and this will that will make him his attempts futile. So now I can Atali's favor in my Miner's Guidewing. And I think that's the right thing to do over the Plundering Pirate. So this also just becomes a huge threat. Even though I don't get the extra point of damage, could be fun. This out. Or if he kills this, I get to explore, which is also pretty good. So I think we're good. I think he was a little bit too greedy with this sack effect. That kind of cost him a lot of value. Glorify Suffering. Sacrifice another creature and artifact, put 2 woman counters. That's fine. So this becomes a pretty good blocker. I don't know why he's still attacking, especially at 10 life. Don't want to block, so I can just tap this down and he's pretty much dead. Guess I want Plundering Pirate first, right? Tap this down. That should be game over, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost dead. Yeah, I didn't count. I should have Atali's favor. I think I'll save this up for next turn to surprise him. So essentially, he could draw one more card with this now. It's gonna block here. I'm at 12 life. I should have swung all out. I should be safe. What was I thinking? And then by attacking with all, he can no longer attack with this because he would lose a life. So maybe I was a little bit too... That wasn't right. Maybe I should have swung in with all. Alright, we'll say go. We're still pretty far ahead. But I think the right choice would have been to attack with all, tap down the Glorifier of Suffering, put him at 1 life, so then if he decides to attack with a Stinging Cave Crawler, he'll die. But now he can still attack and draw a card, but still pretty far behind, so... I have hopefully not a sweeper effect. It will be really disappointing. And there is a sweeper effect in this set, I think, for the white deck, for a double white. So this misplay might cost me if he has that rare. Okay, nope. What's this? Okay, cool. Yo, my fly, right? Yep. But he's still dead anyways because I can just tap this down. Plus I have this Goblin Tomb Raider. Just haste. What's with single black? Alright, just one more game and yeah, we'll have our 3-0. And then probably just going to run another Ixalan draft afterwards. Alright, opening hand, we do have a Volatile Wanderglyph onto an Abrade. Seems okay. 2 drops, and just need to hit a couple land drops and we should be fine. Probably fine running this out first, or maybe Thousand Moons Crack Shot, not sure which one. Interesting, huh. I guess since I might end up with too many lands, I probably want this Wanderglyph out. Like, if I get my 5th land, I probably want to discard it. I'm not going to discard any lands next turn, but we'll see. If he passes, he might have joined the dead, so I don't want to tell his favor he has that. Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that. Ooh, Plundering Pirate's a nice follow. Okay. Don't want to discard anything because all the stuff in my hand's pretty good. And the phase resolved pretty quickly, so it's possible that he doesn't have anything, and he's just like full of clunky cards in his hand and nothing to play. Okay, this card's an easy Abrade. Hopefully not. It becomes a 5/4. That's a problem. Alright, so now what? The Abrade doesn't work anymore. I probably just want to Tali's Favor on this 3/2 and attack for 4 then. Could also develop the Cloud Guard. I wish I can attack with this. If I Tali's Favor, I guess I can run out the Thousand Moons Crack Shot as well. And I'm gonna do that. Just because this 4 damage, which is a lot. It's Goblin Tomb Raider. I don't want a 2-for-1 myself, so I'm just going to smack him for 4. Trade is nice, okay. And now I guess I can run this out because I do have this is an artifact. This will still remain 2 power. And I get a nice attacker next turn that can tap something. Push. Ooh, nice. That was the first time I got owned by a sweeper in this game. So I had to give it to my opponent. Yeah, run this out. Imagine writing this out and having this malicious eclipsed. So that was a really nice 3-for-1 for my opponent. Okay, so now I need to outrace this Malamute veteran. I could attack with ball and then just abrade this. I think I'm going to do that. I'm hoping he blocks here. Right, because this is a pretty scary creature. And next turn we can descend with this if we flood. So far opponent's pretty ahead in terms of creatures you control, extreme toughness. So this can hit for 6. That's pretty scary. If a creature you control will explore instead, you scry 1, then that creature explores. When it enters the battlefield, target creature you control explores. When a land enters the battlefield under your control. Oh man. So this is kind of scary. This is going to hit for like 7 if it gets a counter. And then once it transforms, you can pay 4 to look at the top 4. Yeah. I'm going to have to outrace a 7/7. I think I go for this. Not sure. I could be wrong. It could get something really shitty, so I'm just going to play it safe. Maybe the game plan is to outrace him with this acrobatic leap. But I do need to take maybe 2 hits of this, survive like 3 turns of this. This has trample too, so that's a problem. Hopefully he doesn't have any more explore. I'll take 7 here. And what's 12 is coming in through next turn, so I need to do this. And I probably need to chump block this. No, I can't. So I probably need to take a full hit from this. And then hope he doesn't have an extra 1 damage that can finish me off. His next turn is lethal if I survive this whole entire sequence. When it enters, distribute 3 count. Gross. Okay, so I do need to chump block this tortoise now. Might put more counters onto this because it has trample. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, so I need to chump this, take 8. And then hope for amazing top deck. Maybe an Atali's Favor into Acrobatic Leap would be nice. So this is definitely going in front of here. Explores and explores again. Disgusting. Okay. So he's going to make a pretty big guy. I can still survive the hit. But I still need to chump this. Okay, so now what? Have to take 10. Have to chump this. Is there any chance I should double block? If I double block, it's not going to leave to me, give me any chances to win. So I need to do this. And hope for a very good top deck that allows me to do 2 extra damage. Ooh, there we go. Good game. Wow, I'm so lucky. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, this exacts these. Awesome. Wow, that was a nice final match against my opponent. Sweet. Reno, baby. Yep, that's definitely going to be the thumbnail. So, yeah, just a quick overview. Red, white aggro, 16 lands, 1 hidden volcano. Yeah, just a lot of cheap creatures, cheap combat tricks. Haven't seen Sunfire torch that much. Get in early, and then kind of snowball on turn 3 with Atali's Favor or Anim Pakal. This card is pretty bonkers. And then, yeah, top in Old Tech Cloud Guard. I was considering 50 lands, but I think this was still fine. Didn't flood out too much. Even that game where we were kind of flooding out, we still managed to win, interestingly enough. But yeah, final match was pretty close, neck and neck, but managed to get him to exact lethal. So that was a nice way to close out the this first draft. So we'll run a second one. And then afterwards, probably close out the video with a quick draft, not Throne of Eldraine, but Wiles of Eldraine.